Okay. Hi, my name is Tumi Marapo. I am representing Pi Radio State Showcase, and I am here with the legendary and arguably one of the most talented musicians to ever come out of South Africa. I give you Zakes Bantwini.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for having me, man.
How are you doing, sir? And how is South Africa at the minute right now, you know?
Yeah, South Africa is great, you know. We have our challenges. COVID has hit a lot of us, but we surviving, man. We're surviving.
Surviving, yeah. How has that been impacting, you know, your music and your process and everything, really?
The making of music, not that much. So it hasn't actually affected the making of music. But I think the performance of the performance part of our creative, of our creative self, it gets affected now and again. So we haven't been able as an industry, you know, to really enjoy performing for fans. Yeah, no festivals. Curfew at one stage was at 10 a.m. and then at 11 a.m. we still have a curfew now. It's at 12 midnight. I mean, this is the second year now. So when this they said it was only 14 days.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
2 years down the line, we're still here. But I mean, we're trying to make it work, you know. But the industry has been hit very hard.
Yeah, I'm sure you miss playing like in front of people. Like, you know, when was the last time you truly had a performance out there, really? Like, you know?
Well, I think I'm one of the lucky ones, you know. I'm one of the lucky ones.
I think there might be a slight connection problem. Sorry, are you still with us?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly fine now. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, we were just talking about how obviously the pandemic has been you know, affecting South Africa greatly within the music industry, and I was just asking you about how when was your last performance? You know, since
So what is the date today? It's Thursday. So
7th of October.
Yeah, my last performance was on Monday.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, on Monday, and I'm also performing tonight and tomorrow, Friday. So I'm in Bloemfontein. Tomorrow, I'm in Nelspruit, Mpumalanga, and then Saturday, I am in Namibia. I think Namibia's, yeah.
Amazing. Wow, yeah.
Then I'm in Cape Town.
Bloemfontein is actually my home city, you know. I was born in
where Nelspruit?
No, I was born in Bloemfontein.
Bloemfontein. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So for me, but I count myself very, very lucky, man. Like, because I know so many of my peers who aren't enjoying, you know, the full, you know, spec of what the music industry is.
Yeah.
You know, by going around and performing because of curfew, you can only do one or two gigs. You can't go to the third one.
Right. Yeah.
By 11 o'clock, everything must shut down.
I'm assuming that's why a lot of the artists from South Africa, because we've been obviously, as you would know, we've had like a massive wave of Amapiano, you know, taking over, coming up to England. A lot of artists have been coming up here, and I just wanted to know your thoughts on the growth of Amapiano and for the South African music scene, really.
Sound of South Africa, you know. We all are proud of Amapiano. We all are proud. Like, every South African should be proud how Amapiano, to see our fellow musicians able to travel onto the different parts of the world and regions, you know, and territories. to push this particular sound. I mean, there are some guys who are saying this is the first time ever, going overseas.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's because of the sound. There's some people who've never been to the UK. They are there because they're there to perform. Because the sound now is popular.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I mean, can you imagine how many lives the sound has changed from people from the township who are onto Amapiano? It has changed so many lives, man. And
of course, yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, so I'm a fan of Amapiano. I'm a fan. I love Amapiano as well. Even though I'm known as a dance guy, like a house head or something like that. Some people might refer me to, but I look at myself as who just loves music in general and dance music, and Amapiano dance music. I just happen to lean more towards Afro house, deep house.
Yeah.
I'm more towards that, but I'm a fan of every genre.
Yeah, and of course, Afro house and Afro tech has been huge for a number of years worldwide, especially in Europe. And I just wanted to know, where do you think Amapiano stands in terms of towards in terms of Afro house and Afro tech? Where does it stand when it comes to that?
We can't play God, man. Really cannot play God. I'm sure some people, when Amapiano were played in Pretoria or Soweto, no one thought that Amapiano could travel this far. Yeah, no one. So, I mean, I maybe the right question would be, would I want to see Amapiano in the level where they are so celebrated in Europe and other regions, by other, not only not only by people from the diaspora,
right.
but also people who are white, Chinese, Indians, and everybody else just jamming and playing Amapiano. I would like Amapiano to enjoy the same thing. I would like Amapiano to enjoy the same recognition as EDM. I would like Amapiano to be the same as hip hop, and Afro house in Europe, because I mean Afro house in Europe is both enjoyed by whites, blacks, Indian, colored, everybody.
Yeah.
So I would really love to come up here being enjoyed like that in that particular territory, because here in the end, in the continent, it's enjoyed by everyone.
Yeah.
So I would want to see that. I would want to see that happening.
Of course, and I agree with you completely, because as a fellow South African, I'm very proud to see how far not only Amapiano, but how far South African music is truly influencing the world and the impact we're having on the world. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to ask, growing up in South Africa, what influence and impacted you to start making music and the music you make today? Really, did that have any sort of impact?
Yeah, man. Man. The music has had impacted me in a ways that I cannot explain. I live a comfortable life because of music. I'm comfortable in my space, because of music. And I think I've inspired and I've employed so many people because of music. I have employees, because of music, So I know that there are so many families who are able to live solely because of the music and the talent, through the people that I'm employing in my company.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it does change. The talent does change so many. Music changes so many lives. And it's impactful. It's so impactful.
Did you ever think? Did you ever think like you going through this journey and starting this music that you'd be employing these people, you'd be actually changing people's lives, or did you come into this like just, you know what, I just love what I do, and you know this, you know, but
I came into this trying to change my life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Honest truth, I went into music. I was trying to change my life in a way in which I enjoy. You know,
Yeah.
I did not wanna. I didn't wanna feel like I'm working.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I chose something I'm passionate about. You know, that I'd like to do over and over again.
Yeah.
And I will never get tired of doing it.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing.
when I got into the space, then I started, you know, changing other people's lives, you know, and giving other people opportunities. Yeah. So, I mean, it's full because I do love people. I mean,
yeah,
I'm called the ghetto king. So what does a king do? A king takes care of his people. So
of course,
my music, my people. Yeah.
At what point you actually mentioning changing people's lives? At what point did you realize that, wow, I'm actually now in a position now to actually change these people's lives? Now, was there a certain point you had this sort of thing, or did it just kind of gradually get into that? Or
man, when I saw my artist buying a car,
wow.
When I saw my artist buying a car, when I saw my artist buying a house, I knew. Yeah. I knew that what we're doing here.
That's a beautiful thing, you know. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. What inspires you then to make this music, really? Because your music has got this spiritual feel to it, and this sort of you kind of become nostalgic in a sense, you know. I'd like to know, how do you enter studio, and what type of mindset do you have once you do kind of start something?
You know what? You know, you're right. You're right with you're actually right. And when I think about it, a friend of mine challenged me this other day. He said to me, listen to Ghetto, listen to OSAMA, and listen to Clap Your Hands. And he said to me, all those songs are so spiritual, and they're like a celebration, you know? You know, my creative process, listen, I can lie to you now, you know, and try and sound dope and be like, yo, whatever. But I don't like lying.
Yeah.
I don't like lying.
Yeah.
Bro, this thing called a gift we cannot explain, eh? We can try, you know, we can just try, but we just cannot explain. I cannot really tell you, you know, how my creative process is.
Yeah.
This thing comes in different ways, form, shape. You know, I find myself in an environment where I feel like I want to say this.
Right.
Someone might ask me, why do you want to say this? I don't know. When I gave one of my artists, El Vovo, the name El Vovo Tirango, it just came. It just came.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I was wrong. And something came to me and said, in this song, just say El Vovo Dirang. At that time, we were calling him LV.
Right.
You know, and then I started calling him El Vovo. When we were in the studio, something said, call him El Vovo Dirang. And I said, I was like, you know, and so it came as a lyric to me.
Okay.
And then it became his name.
Wow.
Now I can say to you, I go down, I think about this thing or whatever, but it's a lie, you know. The truth is, man. That's why we call this thing a gift, man. It's not us. This thing is not ours. This thing. This thing is for God. This thing is God. It's not us. You know. So people who break up, I'm the ish. It's not you. God. You know the ish. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
what God giveth, no man can take away, you know? So
Yeah, of course. Of
you know
course.
what I mean?
You know?
And you mentioning gift, I'd love to know how because you call it a gift. Did you study music to enhance the gift, or did you study music because you knew you had a gift? Or what was it?
I knew I had a gift. I studied music to enhance and understand and be able to communicate my gift with people who may want to understand what I'm saying in the music industry through notes,
Right.
through us sitting down and chatting about music, through reading a manuscript and understanding what is happening and just enhancing, and also for me not to have limitations.
Right.
I started music because I did not want to have limitations.
Mm.
I did not want to tell people that I'm a musician and lie, and only to find out that I'm only relying on other people for me to sound great and to be a musician.
Right.
But I'm not. So I did not want myself being stuck in the studio. I'm unable to finish the song because I can't play keys.
Right.
I didn't want to because I can't play bass. You know, because I can't change. Because I can't, you know, like so. Yeah, you know, once you have a career that makes you wait for another man, that's not for me.
I love that.
That's not the right career. That's why I quit soccer.
Yeah, because a lot of the times in my life as well, when I'm trying to do something and I call certain people, no one answers. I say to myself, you know what? Let me just do this myself, you know. And I can imagine that's why you decided to go study the music, really, you know, which makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Do you still consider yourself a student of the game, or do you feel like you're established now?
I'm still a student of the
game.
No, but I still feel like a student. Yes, in South Africa I'm established. You know, I think in South Africa I'm established. But no, man, like there's some people in the corners of the continent who do not know who am I, and I still need to understand the dynamics. You know, of the territories.
Yeah.
In some territories, you are told that man, you don't need radio here. You need just do a music video. In some territories, you are told that no, music video people don't TV here. You need to be on radio. So some like both. You need to come here and perform. People wanna connect with you through perform. So these territories, man, different territories. So you need to understand, and then you have to treat each and every territory, differently. It's not a one size fits all. So that's why you always have to be a student of the game.
I'm based in Manchester, and I remember watching you perform here years ago. And I don't know, is there any like favorite? How many countries have you performed in, and what's been your favorite place to perform? Really, since you're talking about territories and wanting to be,
I even been my favorite place in the UK. My favorite place will be O2 Arena.
Oh wow, yeah.
What that hall, Royal
Albert Hall. Yeah, Royal Albert Hall. Yeah.
Those are my favorite venues. And you know what? I'll perform on those venues. I will.
Oh yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I believe so. And Royal Albert Hall is actually quite an intimate setting. So I think you do perfectly there, especially with the way you perform your music and how the vibrations of your voice when you get on the mic and you play.
What's
Pardon?
What the Royal Albert Hall?
Royal Albert Hall, yeah. That's the one.
You said, which venue you think I'll be perfect?
I think there's the Royal Albert Hall, and I think where else would be great for you? That's a very good question, actually. That's actually a very good. But I think you would excel more in an intimate setting rather than a very huge arena. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't do that, but I'm saying I think people will feel you a lot more because of the style of music you make. like it'll be more an intimate setting. It'll be definitely your type of place, you know. But of course, yes, strive for that arena because I'd love to see that. I'm a big fan of yours, you know. I'm a big fan of yours, you know. But we really, in fact, I'll talk for myself and everyone. We truly, truly love Osama this side. But I don't think we love it as much as our rugby captain Usia Kolis.
Of course, man. No, you know, Sia is a brother. You know, is my younger brother, man.
Yeah.
And then he supports not only him, a lot of guys. You know.
Yeah.
You know, friends, man. And Kayam Tetwa, Shimza. You know. You know, they've been very supportive of you know, and then now we have Pete Tong there in the UK. You know, jamming the song. You have people now jamming the song. You know, with you and other people, you know, in the world jamming the song. Like,
for sure,
it's like, yeah, it's cool.
I mean, you've had previous hits, previous moments, similar to this, but how do those compare? How does OSAMA compare to all of those, and those compared to OSAMA? Is this something different, or do you feel like it's completely a different sort of spectrum now?
Not at this level. I've had so many hits, but not on this level. Right. This is not another. I mean, obviously, maybe it's because of times. People are at home, and people have more access to the internet. You know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think we lost Zakes for the moment, but he should be back. This is Pi Radio. This is Tumi. We're still here interviewing the legendary Zakes Bantwini. We're just hoping to get him back soon enough. 2 seconds. Hi. You okay?
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry, man.
No problem. So yeah, you were just talking about how the impact is different now. Yeah, sorry. Please continue.
So not at this level. I think the maybe because of also the time, like we are becoming more and more a global in terms of our connecting and sharing of stuff and whatsoever, which is something that never used to happen before. You know, the internet. You know, I mean, we're having interviews now on different platforms. Maybe also those platforms and stuff like that. They help in terms of, you know. But I mean, I never released a song and that is number one before it is out. I mean, it was. I think it's been like 5 weeks now in South Africa being number one.
Wow.
You know, and it was number one before it was out. You know, and for someone like myself who I was made to believe, that I would never ever do something that would top clap your hands, or they would top ghetto, they would top wasting my time. And myself, I started believing that. And then here's the song, you know. So I myself, I'm like, man, I wasted my time there. I wasn't supposed to believe those guys. You know,
clearly.
I am with another record, which I think is the biggest record I ever put out. You know, but if you ask me now, if I would I ever do something, which could be more impactful than, you know.
Do you know why, my personal opinion on why I think OSAMA is as big and impactful as it is right now is that we've obviously gone through this part of our lives in the world where, you know, we never knew that, you know, COVID was going to come about, and we've gone through this pandemic and we've shared all this pain as Earth, as a world. And then you get the song OSAMA that just spiritually lifts you up and you just feel like, you know what? Yes, we can get through these things, you know what I mean? And I got a feeling like you've given us an anthem of belief. You've given us an anthem of faith, and 100%, if there was social media or no social media, this song would have definitely done the same thing. That is my personal opinion anyway, you know.
And I take that.
You know,
Yeah.
Why the name OSAMA, by the way? I mean, I've read the meaning and stuff, but for the people who
Yeah.
don't know, can you please explain
So
that?
Osama means lion. That's what it means. So it's that rawness. I mean, lion is known in a jungle as the king of the jungle. Yeah.
Yes.
Lion isn't big. There are also big animals in the jungle. I mean, like, you know. So, but I think the braveness, around, like, that's why the lion is the king, and that's who we are. Because lion conquers even stuff and animals that are even taller and bigger than the lion. And that's why, as people, we are here to conquer whatever that comes, it comes at us, and comes to us to challenge us in any other way. So it's that lion within you, that spiritual thing, that rawness within you. That's right. That is an awesome moment for you.
Right. Yeah.
That's the lion.
I love that. So is that anything to do with calling yourself the ghetto king? You felt like, let's put the lion in there, the whole thing put together, or is that it just so happened to come together?
Everything just came together with this song. Everything just came together. Yeah.
And you collaborated with Kasango as well. Was that something you two planned to do together? Have you worked before together, or?
No. Yeah. Everything with regards to this song just came together. I did not plan. I mean, I didn't know who Kasango was.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
No, Kasango. Yeah,
that's
I didn't
amazing.
even know of Kasango.
Yeah. And it's beautiful how two people that don't know each other can come together and make such a beautiful record. I know collaborations in music are like a very big thing. Have you got any dream collabs that you'd like to do in future? Is there anyone that you've been looking at thinking this would be great?
Dead or alive.
Oh, we can do Dead or Alive.
That I wish I could have done. Someone that I would really would like to collaborate with, and I could even ask the family if they could grant me his voice, because he's no more. He's Fela Kuti.
Oh, wow.
That's my dream collaboration, man.
That makes a lot of sense, That makes a lot of sense. And I think had you two come together, wow, that would be the anthem for the whole generation, the century,
Yeah.
Would you embrace any remixes to OSAMA, or are you one of those that like to have your song just
I mean, music has to be shared, of course. I mean, we definitely going to we definitely going to look at getting remixes of OSAMA, but we have to be very careful, because we just want to make sure that the remix is right.
Yeah.
If the remix isn't right, then you might as well just leave the original. Yeah.
Here's a question.
The remix has to be right.
Since you've said the remix needs to be right, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you let me know if you can answer it. Who do you think would be the perfect remix for who can remix it perfectly for you then? If you can name one DJ.
You see, that's the problem.
Right.
Because when you talk remix, people only think of DJs.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Yeah. So let me say artist then.
Yeah. If there's someone, man, just give me a second.
No problem. Yeah, because it was just a question I was thinking about, about if you would embrace it, and if you do, like, who do you think would be perfect on it,
I would say, man, because OSAMA is very us.
Sorry, Sorry, I just think we're having a bit of a connection problem. If you can just repeat that for me, please. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And yeah, with OSAMA, because OSAMA is us, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hi, my name is Tumi. State Your Case, Pi Radio. Unfortunately, we experienced some technical difficulties due to connection, and these are the things that happen in life sometimes. You know, technology can sometimes let us down. But I was very honored to interview Zakes Bantwini for the short time that I did. Hopefully, sometime soon we get to finish off our conversation. But I would love that. But thank you for watching, and yes, keep it locked. Thank you.